It is finally Friday, June 13th, and welcome to another new episode of Style by Stevie. Our very special guest today is an actor and writer, and he's based in the Chi-Town area. And we know that Chicago is known for so many talents such as Jennifer Hudson, Sherry Shepherd, and among so many others. He has done shows such as Empire alongside one of my favorite actresses, Taraji P. Henson. And not only just Taraji, but he's also worked with rap icon Exhibit. So I'm super excited. Hi everyone, TGIF, TGIF. Welcome, welcome, welcome as you are coming in. I hope you all are doing awesome. So please, let's give a warm welcome as we welcome to the dollhouse, Waddell Holmes. TGIF, 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 share the live.
Hey there, everybody.
Oh, hello.
In the Dow House, huh?
Yes, welcome to the dollhouse. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be. How's everything?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yourself, TGIF. Happy Friday. How
I
has
know that.
2025 been for you so far?
Oh, it's been wonderful. I mean, I'm talking about. I made 2025 mine last year. I got the straw. Like it took for me to meet. I had went on the Steve Harvey show, and at the time, Shamar Moore was on there, and I was like, I wanted to know what am I not doing? Like I need to be seen, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he gave me some good advice and then he gave me some casting agencies to go to and it was like this is where I need to be. So from that conversation I chose to push a little harder on my career
Yeah,
and that way I could cause I like to test myself. I like to test myself. And with that being said, I went on ahead and just kept on going. And how I started off is funny because my hairstylist, he had wrote his a movie based off him, his real life as we grew up or whatever. And I was just playing, like, I'm like, man, put me in your joint. Let me be in your joint. So I had the little cameo or whatever. And then he ended up writing part two. So now I'm like, I'm finna test my skills. Even though I had no training, no nothing. No coaching, no nothing. So he like, you know what? I had you come on, be part two. So two, I'm like, I'm loving this camera. So boom, part two did good. I had me another little camera with a little worse. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I ain't ready yet. But after that, part two had dropped. He ended up getting a deal, and they bought part two, and they told him to pick his actors that he would want to continue to work with. So he happened to, I was one of the actors. So I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like, okay, here's a guy giving somebody a chance that they never had, that they really didn't know existed. So I um I went to the school, did everything. I was still a little like shy with it, but I'm just like, okay, let me stop playing, you know what I'm saying? But I took that little shyness. I'm like, maybe this could be a character. So I'm just like, okay, let me just think outside the box. Maybe I'm not shy. Maybe it's just me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes as you see in certain movies, certain actors, they role is just basically it's like they playing they delivering the same energy, but just
yeah,
a different character. But it's the same energy though, but it fits them. So I'm like, all right, bet. So after that, I graduated. I say I sat around for like 4 months, and then I got an email, and that was from what was this? Central, no, not Central Casting, Center Space that's in Chicago, and it's like, yeah, we're filming a new Fox series. Lee Daniels introducing a show called Empire. I'm looking like Empire. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, I didn't know who's all the characters was or whatever. but I said I got the email. I'm like, all right, cool. My first, I'm like, okay, I got somebody looked at me. Cool. I'm at it. I'm out at what's that? TGI Fridays. Me and my daughter, and the waiter, he come to me. He say, yeah, that guy over there, he playing in this movie, this show on Fox called Empire. Now, man, I just got the email. This when he said that, I go over there, but it wasn't. I didn't know, fam. But whole time that was Hakeem. So we both in the same restaurant just chilling. I'm telling him like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Introduce myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be on your show. You know what I'm saying? He like, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. So the first season of Empire, I've done say four, four episodes, but I was an extra. So boom, the second season came about. I was still an extra, but I was like got tired of it, so I would get myself like I was moving from where they told me to be at to being right by the camera. Like I ain't come out here for nothing. I ain't do all this to get here to be standing on the sideline. So as the seasons kept going, I got frustrated one day. I ain't gonna lie. I just said so. I'm like, man, I ain't come all the way out here to just be standing in the corner or just off the side, and then I don't see myself in the episode up here. So the what's it the AP or whatever the people call it, put you in position on set. She was like, you know what, Waddell, I got something for you. And I'm like, I was stuck because I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. So boom, she like, I need you to come over here. I want you to stand right here. When she come upstairs, I want you to stop her and say, I think I supposed to like, bitch, what you doing right here? But I didn't know I was finna talk to Taraji, right? So when I as this when she put me in position and that lady came up them stairs, I couldn't do nothing. If you see the episode, you'll just see me and her just doing this, looking up each other. I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. I'm like, I can't call it. I love her. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, okay, so they made it work. And then from that episode, they made they put me in on exhibits team. So now I became one of the goons. So that that right there just let me know, like, if you don't speak up, you're gonna forever be used as a puppet, and you know, and they can do whatever they want to do to you. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm known for speaking up, but I'm like, and I know in certain situations, regardless, they don't like that, but it's like I'm not that person. I gotta say something. But I let you get me for like a good 2 years on the season though before I did say something. But I'm like, I need to be seen. I need to be seen. So from that, after Empire, then the Shy came about. So the Shy, I didn't have no agent or nothing, because if I would have had an agent at the time like I have now, I may have I would have been in a different whole up position right now, and it would have been it would have been up from there. So the Empire, the Shot, what got me that got me the recognition. So after that, after that I chose to move forward. So now I'm starting to get even invites to talk TV shows, and as I'm moving on up the ladder, I'm seeing actors that I never thought I'd see in real life. So I'm like, okay, I'm asking them. I'm trying to get some notes. So I'm like, I need to know how I can get where y'all at, you know. So they started telling me going to different casting agencies, but some casting agencies they don't take you on, and some at the time I don't know how they working now because I have one now, but they were saying you have to be local because they may have something for you, and you need to be there immediately. So I took that and like, okay, well I just deal with Chicago, but in Indianapolis I came across John Casablanca, model and talent agency. Now in the beginning, I didn't like I say when I met them. I'm like, man, y'all want me to pay? I gotta do this. I say, I don't know, man. And it's like, do I have to come out my pocket to be seen? So I had pushed that off for like a year, and then I came back across it. I don't remember how I came back across it, but when I did, I just went on and like, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna have to spend this money and pay for it. So I did that. They put me in a B class, so it was based because I had experience. So I had advanced. So boom, I did that. I did that for say maybe matter of fact, I did that for 6 months because that's what they had. So with the 6 months, I got my coaching that I needed. So now I can really like say it with my chest when I be on set now, you know what I'm saying, instead of just talking with a low voice. So now I got the ability to, say it from down here, and still act like I'm normal with it. Um, we did the tour. We went to LA for the tour. I end up getting picked up by three agencies after the tour, including one in LA. And then once I got picked up with that, I end up getting one from Chicago, Babes and Bows. I've been with them for what, 2 years now, and
Yeah.
everything been good. So this 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 movie, my latest movie that just got released, is called Shorty Got That Work Part Two, which is on Amazon Prime. It's on all platforms except for Tubi. So that right there, that I really love doing that movie. Right, it was just the as me coming up in South Side of Chicago and seeing all the gang violence and stuff as I was coming up. But at the time, as I was coming up, I don't know what's going on with these kids, these people these days. But back then, it was more respect. And if something was about to go down, they would let your people know, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It was respect back then. So with this movie, it was pretty much, I felt like that was a time back then. So I took that, and they get my guy Thodio, he gave me that part, and I just killed it. And now we're doing part three, so it's like, hey, it's finna go down. So yeah, so pretty much I'm just steady. I'm putting myself out there, and even with the Tyler Perry stuff, I'm steady on them. I'm on them until they call me and be like, hey, you know what? Come on, man. We see you wanna be here. So I'm gonna see how that works out for me next month. Um, this latest movie is called You Can Conquer Anything. Now I get to play the old husband with the two kids. So I ain't never played this far, so I definitely like been taking that. We've been going over this stuff since November. So now we finally finna film it. So
And it's like almost everything. You put all of your manifestations and goals into perspective of everything that you wanted to complete, and it is now coming to all fruition. And goes back to what you just said, from the Steve Harvey show to Empire to The Shy, and now you're working on other film projects as well also too. So it's like you put it out there, it is all coming together. And as far as Tyler Perry, we know he just did Straws. Everybody's talking about Straw, and what's so crazy is you
yeah.
worked with Taraji, so we already knew what she was going to give in this
Oh
project.
yeah.
Puts her heart, her soul, her everything into it,
But that's the
and
point.
brings it to, she brings these characters, these, she plays these powerful women, and she brings them to life. And the key thing with actors is, and what I love about you is that you have range. You said, okay, and now I'm going to be playing a father, and you are a father. So I mean, it comes natural to you. But
Yeah.
being able to have that range and show that it's more than just this side right here. It is also me in this light also as well too. So kudos to you. It is coming. It's coming, and I'm manifesting it for you.
I'm out. I'm making it happen because it's like, you could sit in the bed and dream all day and be like,
Yes.
ooh, and then you awake, look up, and tired and went by. You just woke. You've been up in this bed since 10 o'clock, daydreaming about a good life, and now it's like 3 o'clock. You didn't let half the day go away. You could have been up moving around doing it. So that was me. I'm like, let me get up because if I don't get up, I'm not gonna get nothing done. So I be catching these shows and these castings, and I put myself out there. Some reach out, some don't. And the crazy thing, now that I'm talking about it, I was just in Vegas 2 weeks ago. I spoke to you. I told because yeah,
Yeah.
I never if I should have. I don't know why. I need to set up my emails because I missed out on working with these people. I've been trying to work with them for a long time, and they had emailed me and said like, "Hey, we got something for you. Can you get down here?" I missed it. So now I have to get that stuff in order too because I may be missing out on a lot of shows because I got two emails, and when I submit from my phone, it'll submit the other email instead of the one that I'm actually looking at. I mean using. So a lot of stuff can be going on right now, and I didn't catch it. So that's my goal. My to do today is to adjust everything as far as email so I can get they can get in contact with me so it won't be no problem. Cause I just know, I just feel it. I will be on, well, I'm on BET Plus, but I'll be on one of Tyler Perry shows. So
It's coming. I'm manifesting it for you. And that was going to be another question that I wanted to ask you, which is what is one thing in life that you are grateful for? And what makes you, as a man, you feel complete? What makes you feel complete? What are you grateful for in this moment?
realizing that the company that I kept was keeping me back from
Mm,
what I was working towards, and then I surrounded myself around people that, I'm not saying everybody finance has to be like mine, but it's like if I want to continue to make money, I have to be around it. If I want to continue to do movies, I have to be around people that's in the industry that's doing something. People that want to see you grow because they know they was you once upon a time. So they like, hey, these people when I was right, they didn't give me the information that I got, so I'm gonna make sure you get it so you can go and do what you got to do. I'm not gonna withhold that, and that's what my circle is now. Everybody that's around me, we're all working on projects. We're meeting people. We're taking trips, going on these little tours with these agencies, and doing their thing. I just didn't see. I didn't see it because I was feeling like I'm leaving my friends. But real friends will want you to go on and get yourself together. And hey, if everything is
right.
good, man, come back and just don't forget about us. But everybody like, man, when we get, no, ain't no we, because we not doing nothing. I'm doing this by myself. So yeah, so that was what made me realizing that you really all you get. So I'm not finna waste my life doing that. No.
The ones that are holding you back. Exactly. And are there
Mm-mm.
any life lessons that you wish you had have known earlier in your career?
Don't trust nobody with your situation. Only you
Mm,
can handle that. I didn't sit around. I ain't gonna say sit around. I didn't gave I'm gonna say three people the opportunity to introduce me to this life because they are really involved in it. But what what I seen was, if I do this, I gotta be your manager. I gotta be this. I gotta be that. Bro, I don't. I just need to get there. We can talk about this later. Let me see if these people want to mess with me first. You want to invest your money in something that you don't know gonna go nowhere. You don't even know if I'm gonna do it for real. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like when they see something that's gonna make them something, they be like, "Well, we finna hold that back and make him want to mess with us." Nah, I can move around. If I don't get you, I'm gonna go and do it myself, and that's what I did. Now everybody like, oh, you don't mess with us, man. Listen, I can't do this no more, man. Y'all want to be here? I don't. I got kids. I ain't got time for this. I ain't been to jail. I ain't got no problem with nobody. I don't want to. I ain't got no time to get them folks. Now I can get this industry my time, but anything else, it's irrelevant. I'm straight.
And not just that, but the ones that are holding you back, the ones that want something to latch onto when they see you growing in your success and in your endeavors, they're just that obstacle there. And that was something that I wanted to ask you also. What is the wisest advice that has been given to you that you followed and you've never regretted in the beginning of your career?
Trust, believe in yourself.
Mm,
Do a lot of reading, and just focus on yourself. I mean, because your real friends gonna come about. You don't have to sit here and be worried about losing somebody because you want to better yourself. And I really sat in the mirror and said that to myself multiple times. Like, I don't really, I ain't gonna say I don't need friends, but I don't have to have them because if it's not benefiting them, then it's like, what am I around them for? And I'm looking like, that don't make no sense, but okay. So yeah,
and aligning with your purpose of what you're trying to do. If they're not aligning with your purpose or your goals, you have to let some people go.
I
Sometimes it's
let,
okay to be a loner as you are trying to find your way, as you're trying to discover who you are. It's difficult for a lot of us. It hurts that we have to let these people go in order to grow. But I need to be flourishing. I need to be blooming. I need to be growing in my career. And if you can't be a part of that, I have to let you go.
yeah, that's how I felt. But it wasn't no hard feelings to let people go because I really don't mess with a lot of people. And then for me to be able to walk away from a person and be like, hey man, I see I see you when I get back because I know you still gonna be here. And simple as that. If you ain't dead or locked up, you still gonna be right here. Cause this is all you showing me. And I got other things I wanna do. I like traveling. I like to have fun. So ain't no fun in jail. So I don't know what y'all got going on. So yeah. I left that alone. I had to get up out of there. So my life really since I moved from Chicago, it's been it's been a pleasant ride. Like I have like I've done majority of everything that I wanted to do and still doing it, and it's profitable for me, and I don't have no headache at the end of the day. So yeah,
Still growing. I'm so proud of you. And that is another thing I wanted to touch on, philosophy. What is a philosophy that guides your decisions and actions in your life?
you say what guides it?
Yeah. What philosophy?
Um, man, that's a deep one. It's pretty much so. This is the honest answer I can give you. It's like it's so much that I want. It's so much that I want that I really just this what I'm doing right now is to get me the things that I want. Like I like owning stuff. I'm really like working with my hands, to be honest with you. Like acting, that's cool. But I like building stuff. So it's like I wanna buy properties. I wanna do a lot of stuff that has me always working. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm using this to get this, but this right here gonna be used to get this. So it's gonna be a circle of a lot of things that I know I've been trying to accomplish and achieve. But you got to start somewhere though. So yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
I started this platform in 2016, right after high school. I've been doing Style by Stevie for 7 years.
mm,
And to see where we're at currently right now, it is because of the growth, the blood, sweat, and tears that I've put into it. I've deeply invested hands on. And shout outs to Wayne Scott Lucas. I love you too, Wayne. I hope you are loving today's ensemble. The pictures are up of the dress that I'm wearing and everything. Wayne Scott Lucas, for those of you who do not know, this is a name you need to get familiar with. This man has dressed Janet Jackson. for her Velvet Rope, for all of her music videos, for everything. And he's also worked with a good friend of mine, who I also interviewed on the show, Kari Young, who is a supermodel. You might have seen her on the covers of Vogue and Harper's Bazaar magazine. So I just wanted to give that shout out. And Wayne, thank you so much for your love and unconditional support. You are truly a one of a kind. He's also worked with the late Tina Turner as well too.
Mm.
So yes,
I
definitely.
got
Please, if you haven't followed him, please go and follow.
I got a speaking of magazine, Atlanta magazine reached out to me last week, so I'm waiting on them to contact me back. And that's just something different too, like a magazine. So I don't know. I haven't done no research on them, but it's a magazine. So I'm just going. So
It's
and
coming. It's all coming into fruition. It's all
and
coming into fruition for you. Let me tell you, I had a goal of doing 800 interviews, and I met my goal back last year, not too long ago. And we are now currently at 814
oh,
total.
that's what's up.
Yes, and that's because I didn't stop. That's because I
Right.
put the power of prayer out there, the power of manifestation, everything that I wanted to come to fruition, it is now happening. You see how God puts things in order, how He aligns all of everything to line up in order, and it'll fall on somebody's birthday, it'll fall on a date that is very, very special or significant. So remember that. I like to do numbers too. So I love numbers. It's a certain thing about numbers for me. Whereas like June 29th, that's my sister's birthday. I lost my sister in 2018. So that
Mm.
date is very significant for me because it's her birthday and she would want us to celebrate. So it's those little things for me that stand out. And then a blessing comes on that day. So I know on the 29th, something is coming,
Right.
something major is coming for me, and you got to put it out there. So our angels are watching over us, and I'm pretty sure you've lost a lot of people and your life,
Yeah.
and I know their legacy is still here. And then when you're on set, that was something else I wanted to ask you. When you're on set, do you ever have that feeling like, damn, like, wow, this person that I lost is on my mind heavy, but why me? Am I the chosen one? Do you ever have those type of thoughts, like an epiphany, like I know this person is here in this room, not here physically, but
Mm.
watching me grow,
Mm.
watching me live in my purpose?
I could say yes and no. Only thing I like when I first this is say when far as the Empire when I got on there. Now I like I said I
Mm,
never thought that I'd be on nothing like this. But this the time my mother she had passed. You know what I'm saying? I wear this the ashes. So
mm,
if you see me in some movies, you will see this on my neck. So it's like she with me every time. So both of us on TV. So it's like she. I don't think she was even expecting me to even get to this point. Like I've been in the streets. You know, I did my little thug diligence and whatever. But she always kept me 20 steps ahead of my own hustle. She like, hey, you know, every time I turn around, she telling me something new that I didn't know. Like I don't watch the news and none of this. And she was just keeping me up on a lot of things. And I'm looking like, dang, mama, you know, why you doing this type of stuff? You know what I'm saying? But I never said it to her, but I'm like, that's a mother that care, but that who cares about her kids. So if you're gonna be outside, at least be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? So I took my street knowledge and took it there to the TV. Like you wasn't taught how to hustle. If you know how to hustle, it's in you. I
yeah.
wasn't taught how to be on TV or nothing. I made myself aware of it, but I like I said, I did take the little class in the midst of it because it's certain things that you do have to know. Just like with the modeling, I'm 6'2", and you like you a model, and I'm like. It'd be funny to say yeah, but it's like, yeah, I model. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't walk the walkway before. You know what I'm saying? But it looking like, fam, you don't look. I say, man, I'm not here for you to look and tell me I can't do it. let them people that actually pay people to do this type of
Yeah.
job tell me this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna allow you guys to keep talking to me in a negative way. One of my homies, he tell me, man, you too old to be out here trying to be a act. I say, what? I say, man, I ain't never known it was an age limit on getting some money. A lot of I had to break it down. Like a lot of these people, these white folks that got rich off of crypto, they just got it. They people about 40, 50, 53 years old. Now they millionaires. It's no time on when you gonna get some money. So why you tell me it's a time limit on when you supposed to be wanting to be a rapper, an actor, a dancer, whatever? If this is what you've been striving for and you finally the door finally open for you, walk in that joint. Don't sit there and look like, dang, the door open. Now I don't even want no. Walk in there because now this is your opportunity to really show who you really are and what you really was about. You've been crying about this all your life. There you go. Stop crying and cry some happy tears and show these people like you. Thanks for letting me in here. So that's the attitude I have when I go on set. I feel like I'm supposed to be here. I don't look like, oh man, no. This is where I'm supposed to be. I'm here. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I love the camera. Hey, listen. What's up? This my good side. What's up? So ain't nothing to be. All that shot stuff gone. So
And what's for you is for you. So for somebody to say, well, no, you
exactly.
can't do this, it's too late. It's never too late. It's never too late for anybody to follow their dreams, to follow their heart, to follow their passions. And as you said, the people who even buy the Bipto, the crypto, whatever it is, it's never too late.
No,
It's never
it's
too
not.
late to follow your passions. I mean, when I think of time standing still and just legacy, which is what the next part of our conversation we're going to go into. I think of Morgan Freeman. I think of Angela Bassett, who are still out here acting. I think of the great Felicia Rashad, who
Yeah,
Latanya Richardson, Samuel
I will.
Jackson.
I would love
They
to work with
are
Angela Bassett.
a
I would love to
living.
work with her.
She's a living embody and in testament of
Yeah,
is it gets greater later, and it never her acting skill, everything.
yeah.
That
I love
woman is
it.
a living, breathing testament of
Yes, she
it's
is.
never too late.
Mm-mm. I don't believe in that. It's too late stuff here. I've been like that for all my life though. When people like it's too late, man, it's never too late. You might just get there at the time you're supposed to get there, but you there. You know what I'm saying? So it's never too late. So only time it's too late is when you go into court and you're gonna end up going to jail
Right.
for a one. That's when it's too late. But anything else, nah. Okay. So yeah, that's the only time you be like, oh yeah, it's too late. They coming for you. That's it. But all that other stuff, no. Don't let nothing destroy you from where you trying to go. I be telling my kids that they be all crying and depressed. Man, keep going. You gonna get it. You gonna fall a couple of times. You guess what? You gonna get back up to fall again until you get it right. So yeah.
There's going to be obstacles, there's going to be hurdles out here, but the key thing is to not let these things. It's a quote from Rihanna that I live by. And Rihanna says, do not focus on the chaos, focus on getting to that finish line. And that is a mantra that I live by. You're going to have distractions. You're going to have obstacles that are going to get in your way and try to block you and stop you from your greatness. But
Hmm.
the key thing is to keep going. And I haven't stopped. I have no intentions of slowing down. My eyes are laser focused on that road ahead to go forward. So, and that would be my advice to anybody on following their heart's endeavors, especially for actors. Because I'm so glad that you mentioned that. You must have been reading my mind because we have been having these conversations about
Hmm.
ageism in the business, about how, oh, I'm 31. So, yes, you know, say a woman is not supposed to tell her age, but I'm 31.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I say that to say this. There are actors who are in their late 50s who are going back to school, who are going back to get their college bachelor's degree, who
Yeah.
are going out here to specialize in acting in their career, who are going to write, who are behind the scenes. And we're seeing that with Latanya Richardson on Broadway, her and Othello. I think her and
Hmm.
Candy just did something not too long ago.
Yeah, I think
But
so too.
yes, this is the thing. A lot of people. think that, oh, you get a certain age, you're not supposed to stop. No. A prime example of that would be Cicely, the late Cicely Tyson as well too. That she worked well up until her age, and
Mm.
she didn't stop. So my thing is, if you are a living, breathing testament, and God uses you as a vessel to create, to tell stories, because that's the sole purposes of actors. I've sat with so many actors. The key thing is to tell a person's story and bring that character to life. You are a living, breathing embodiment of that character. And once you put on that character's shoes, you're carrying that character's cross. So make it original, be original, regardless of any age. But ageism is in the business. That is like, no, you're too old for this. And we had a discussion when I did my girl talk not too long ago. It was me and two other ladies, and we were talking about Denzel. Denzel is going to be a part of the new Black Panther, the Black Panther trilogy is going to be a part
Mm.
of the third one. Ryan Coogler tapped him, and they were saying, "Oh, Denzel better not do no stunts. He's well off." And I kind of agreed with it. We don't want to see him. Well, he's way past his prime. He ages like fine wine. We don't want him getting hurt. But to and then Tyler Perry, as you mentioned, Tyler Perry tapped Sinbad.
Right.
Sinbad is
But
still working.
I
Still
like what
working.
Tyler Perry do though. See, Tyler Perry, he look at it. What he does is he's seeing he's seeing what a lot of these actors going through with agencies, their managers, and all that, where
Yeah.
they not getting paid what they worth. Tyler Perry comes and grab you and show you your worth, like as a person should, like, cause you've been doing this for forever, and you mean to tell me these people still don't? So this is what I see. Long as they able to use you, they gonna give you your little crumbs, but they know you a hot commodity, so they're gonna keep you to they self, but they trying to satisfy. But you know, they already know that you're not satisfied. But it's like, hey, you done signed this paper, you with us, so it's like once it's time to renew that contract, you be like, well, I don't want to sign with y'all no more, so I'm go over here now. So now another agency can come grab you, and they're gonna pay you what you were because you're working with a person that they know. Hey, my actors, this is what they getting paid. Cause I know with what's that show I watch? Sisters and for Satima, they get paid a nice little penny per episode. So you looking like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just like with all the Queen's men's, I can't remember his name. Uh you seen that show, right? The guy
Yes.
that the guy that dressed her in her stylist, he went to the school with me, and he get paid like to 15,000 an episode
Wow.
that he was in. So you look, I tell him like I'm waiting on my turn. So I'm like, I need to come on and get that too. So he's like, yeah, just keep on. They gon' like you said, you and both of y'all say the same, but he's like, man, it's coming. And I'm not rushing it because what's for me is what's for me. My life is tailor made. Like he say, it's tailor made for me. So when it's come, when it's time to button that suit coat up, that tux up, it's time to walk into that light and show them what's going on.
And I'll be cheering you right on. You got this. You're going to get it. And that's something we talk about legacy and wanting to be remembered. That was something else that I wanted to ask you. What would you like people to remember you as when throughout your career? Because you have already made that blueprint. You've carved out that blueprint for yourself and you've made a name for yourself. You started off streets Chicago, and I can already know where the rest of your story went from there. And then you went on, and we see you on hit shows such as Empire. We see you on The Shy, and you're working on other multiple projects that you dabbled your feet in, and now that you writer,
Yeah.
actor. So what's next in your legacy? What do you want to be remembered for? Because we always talk about, what do I want my
What
story to be complete with?
what
How would I write my story?
what they say is like once Waddell starts something or put his mind to something, he gonna make it happen regardless of how tired he be at the end of the day. He gonna get his rest once it's done. And that's pretty much what people would say. Like they Blake, he you'll think you'll see me out partying and all that, like, oh, he ain't on nothing. But the whole time I'm really out networking. I'm not just out here popping bottles and just getting towed up from the floor up. No, I'm out networking because I know this spot right here is where such and such be at. You know what I'm saying? This spot over here is where, so hey, you gonna see, you seeing me, like, who is dude right there? And then when that come about, then I introduce myself, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that's all it's just that's just how I go about it. If I can't get in contact with the the people that know you, I just had to come find you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it go. Like when I was in LA, I was so trying to find Lee Dames. I was like, I know this popular restaurant where all the directors come sit at. I'm gonna sit over here and have me a little drink or whatever, and hopefully somebody come in here. Like be out fishing. You know what I'm saying? Till I catch it. So other than that, that's all I got. That's all a person can say about, like, he don't play about when it comes to what he on. He gon' he gonna figure it out. He gonna figure it out. Regardless if he had help, he figured it out. And if it ain't 100%, it was enough to get him where he had to go. So yeah, that's only if you talk to the positive friends that I got. They'll tell you. Now the other people, they just he ain't, you're like, nah. Mm-mm. So
And that's because of growth. You've had to let some people go. And
oh
trust,
yeah,
I
so
know the
it's
process when you're
gonna
growing,
be a
when you're
lot of
at
envy.
that too. And you know who else spoke about that? Tupac spoke about that. He spoke about the orange man that's in the White House, but he also spoke about jealousy. He said something in one of his speeches. It was from when he did an interview on MTV. And he was talking about the power of money and jealousy and how people will turn on you so quick in this business. One thing I can say for sure about Tupac is he was ahead of his time, and
Oh
that
yeah.
everything that we're talking about right now as it pertains to the industry, as it pertains to the business, and making sure that you have that strong, solid circle, he was spot on. Uh, and that is something that I will always remember about him. And I think for a lot of us in this business, we too can learn from that sentiment that not everybody out here is your friend and has your best interests. And I totally agree with you when you said, okay, I'm not everybody's friend. I don't have a whole big circle. I have my tribe of people that back me 100%.
Yeah.
And that is all I need. You said your mother is there with you through here. She's in your
Mm-hmm.
heart, and
Yeah.
she's there whenever you go on set. And you know who that remind me of? Queen Latifah, because her brother was killed in a motorcycle accident.
Oh
And if you go
yeah.
back and you watch every episode of Living Single,
She
the
got that
key,
key.
yeah,
Yep.
that's he's with her.
Yeah.
So they're here with us. I believe in the subconscious as well as the conscious as well. And I know that they're not gone, their spirit's still here. So Tupac is seeing everything that's going on. Our ancestors, everybody, they are seeing everything that is going on. And they are not taking these things for granted. They're saying, hey, we warned you ahead of time. And he was spot on as it pertains to greed, as it pertains to jealousy and people being evil or hateful. Why hate on the next person's success when you can go out and you can get the same exact thing? And I tell people this all the time, because they'll try to pit me and other hosts of platforms together against each other. I'm just like, no, it's enough room for everybody at the top. It's enough room for everybody at the top to shine. There is no need to be jealous. So I'm so
Mm-hmm.
glad that you touched on that. But speaking of, we're going to shift gears here. We're going to go to another J, and that J is joy. What are things that give you pure, profound, and a deep sense of joy? What is something that makes you joyful in your career?
Knowing that I didn't satisfy the like say being on set,
Mm,
knowing that I came on set and I actually done a good job where you don't have to do, like, when it comes to certain scenes and the director, like, we only got maybe we can do 4 takes, you know what I'm saying, where if you mess up. I had some where I only did like two, no more than two takes, three. If it's like one scene, I could say the girl got nervous. It was a sex scene. Now I was like, "You comfortable with this, right?" So we took our clothes off. She we get into the position of so the you know what I'm saying, as far as the camera angles, and she supposed to be speaking her lines, but she not she is like she startled like and you know it's like I'm like come on man I just asked you, you know what I'm saying, so we had to do that scene like I said like three maybe four five times though, but I'm like you done this before, but she's like no not like this. I'm like oh well you know what I'm saying I'm a different breed. I don't I out of it. Come on, what's up? What we doing? So she like yeah this different, but she was just the stuttering and then you couldn't hear. She was like nervous. So I'm like, no, we just gonna change it. But as far as like when I'm my own scene, if you know your lines and you just been interacting with the person that you and this person transferring lines with, it's gonna become a natural conversation where as if you're just talking normal and you can just go forward. Though that be my main goal when like with what I'm doing now with this you can conquer anything. The lady that's playing my wife, we talk every day. We go over lines. We just after we done rehearsing lines, we just had conversation. We just be chilling on FaceTime. So now as the days get closer, we more comfortable. She more comfortable talking to me. I even call her sometime because it's a scene where I'm gonna have my shirt off, so I FaceTime her and just talk to her in the bed with my she see my chest, so she said, "Oh," and like, yeah, we got to get there. So I'm preparing you, you know what I'm saying? So because this how it should be. So when we get to this scene, it won't be no uncomfortability. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh yeah.
agreed to it, you signed off, so let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like. I like to get stuff done and go on about my day. I don't want to be on set all day because this ain't right. This person can't get it right. No, I want to get it done. Like, come on. I enjoy being on set, but not all day though. I done been on set 16, 18 hours. You like, man, what's wrong? Like, but it's not. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's like these scenes got to be cut. I mean, shot separately, and you know. So I learned that, like, cause I'm like, man, why are people on these out here? We out here this long? It was daytime when we got here. This is a whole night. Like, yeah, so yeah,
What are the challenging things in life that have helped define you as a person? What challenging
accepting their attitudes when,
things?
cause see you could like how we talking right now. Just say you a director. And we talking all cool, but once you get in your director's chair and you yelling action, all your attitude changed. And I wasn't never cool with that in the beginning. Like, who you talking to like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, hey man, this movie costing a lot of money. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all. So it's
Yes,
like, all right, cool. So now I took that. So I'm like, I bet they can talk to everybody. I ain't gonna let them talk to me like, cause I'm finna go in here and do what I gotta do there. You know what I'm saying? So I would prepare myself, challenge the situation, and go in there as if, hey, I just block everybody out and go to work. So, cause that right there, that tone when they change up, that it kind of it pushed me though. Like, you know what? Cause I got you. I know what you want now. You know what I'm saying? It don't be no hard feelings though. That's just them. When it's time to work, like with my restaurant. We cool on outside these doors, but when we go in this spot, I'm the boss, you the worker. And we keep the friendship outside. And that mindset I had to bring on set, like, cause at the end of the day, we sitting there having lunch or whatever, we cool, we friends. But when we go behind these doors, when turn that red light on, action, everybody, you know. So yeah.
absolutely. What was one thing that hindered you from pursuing your greatest dreams?
Listen to people, and you constantly hearing it like, man, that ain't for you, that ain't for you. And then I looked at it like it got to a point. I'm like, you know what, you right, man. But then I snapped out of it real quick because I'm like, you only saying that because what we got going on right now, I'm the brains, and if the brain leave the body ain't no good. So I had to let that go. So yeah, that was it. Yeah, I had to realize I was being used. because I knew what I was doing. They didn't, so they needed somebody with some brains. So that was it. That what I could have. Excuse me. I could have been. I ain't even gonna say I could have been, but I may have been able to get more knowledge of what's going on now back then if I wasn't listening to them. I wasn't letting them feed me all that negativity. I didn't know how to push that off until I got fed up. Like, hold on, who life is this? You know what I'm saying? And that's where I went.
This is where we are currently. My next question for you is: what do you believe is the key to a fulfilling and meaningful life?
Staying positive, believing in yourself,
Mm,
and just going with it. Like you don't no distractions.
at all.
No distractions. That's the main thing. Once you get distracted from what you supposed to be doing, it throws it all off. And it's like once you get distracted from going straight, and then you get distracted go down. It's like it's something about it. Like it's not just easy to just jump back up and go to it because now in your head you got this little weight on you now because you got distracted of some negative stuff, and now it's playing in your head, and now the good thought is a battle, and you're like, you know what? Just I'm gonna take a breather and just fight that and go on about it, like, cause this is I was focused. This is just something minor. Somebody just shot something in here. You like, no. So yeah, that'll be it.
All right, fashion dolls. It is time. We're going to get into some games here with Waddell. So the first one is called the rapid fire, and Waddell has to tell me 5 things that he can't live without. And it's like listing your guilty pleasures, your favorite drink, your favorite food, whatever it may be. And then the next one we're going to do is called turn the tables. And this is where my guests get to ask me as many questions as they want, whatever they want to know: fashion, beauty, life goals, whatever they want to know, they can ask me. So, what are 5 of your things that you can't live without? What?
All right, 5. Okay, I'm gonna say family,
Mm,
my money, my happiness, peace of mind, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the beautiful ladies.
okay. All right. That's 5. But I love that you started off with family because when we get in this business, and my mother, she always told me this, my grandmother too, that she's 80 years old, she's still alive, and she said, put God first in everything that you do. Don't ever forget where you came from and stay true and original. So family will always be that vessel. When it all said and done, the lights, camera, action, everything, when that director calls cut, your family will always be there. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fashion dolls. It is time to turn those tables. So I am going to hand it on down to Waddell here, and Waddell is going to ask me some questions, as many as he wants. And for those of you who are new viewers, you'll get to know a little bit about me through his questioning. All right. So take it away, Waddell.
Okay. I ain't never had to interrogate no one. No, just fine. So, okay, for question number 1, what inspired you to start your podcast?
What inspired me to start Style by Stevie? I would have to say my mom. I grew up with a outspoken women, from my aunts to my sister to my grandmother. And I noticed that they would always have an opinion on every single thing as it pertains to the news or whatever. We see these things growing up. And so my mother was the sole inspiration behind it. She is the inspiration because she's taught me. I have 4 brothers and I have 2 sisters.
Mm,
And the one that I was telling you about that passed away, her birthday rolls around this month, June 29th. So she taught each and every one of us, my brothers and my sister and myself as well. She taught each and every one of us to have a voice. Don't let anybody take your voice and stand and fight for what you believe in. So my
Mm,
mother's been the biggest soul inspiration behind it.
okay. So, but let me see. Uh, what? I'm trying to. I'm trying to get some. Uh, cause you say you asked that. Okay, so okay, have it ever been a time where that you felt like this wasn't going nowhere?
Plenty. I've had to go back to the drawing board, and I must say either season two or season three where I felt like giving up, and people have encouraged me and say, "Hey, don't give up. Keep going. You have a voice. Your voice is needed." So you need those people back there behind you because trust me, I wanted to give this platform up in a heartbeat. I was just like, "What is going on? Why are people not watching every day?" Because I would do it at 11 versus 4 o'clock, and I really wasn't, how can I say it? I really wasn't, I felt as though in my heart that I really wasn't serious about it, that I didn't want it. So I'm like, okay, now I have to prove myself. Because I started off so young right after high school and doing
Mhm.
this 7 years, doing this platform for 7 years straight and seeing the growth. Because sometimes we go back in our career and we watch the growth from then to now. Big difference. And I must say, I see a change. My life is just the way I wanted it in order with this platform. So, yeah, there have been hiccups in the road where I just wanted to give up and say, no, I can't do this anymore. But again, the strength of your mom, your family, they're encouraged you to keep going. So,
So okay, so you ever had a relationship where someone tried to make you feel like what you're doing is nothing because the fact that it's not benefiting them?
Mm, not really. But as it pertains to friends, yes. They're
Yeah.
just like, we're so deeply focused in this. It's like, this is my passion. This is what I signed up to do. This is something that I want to do that makes me feel good. And you can at least support me. I've had to let some of those people go. But in the long end of the result, I must say that it was worth it. And I'm happy. I'm at a place of peace that I've let those people go. Those people are just holding on there. They're just holding on.
Mm. So if an opportunity came to you, far as you to do it to really like host your own show, far as TV wise, how would you go about that?
Well, first off, I would say um, I want to do it on my own network. I want to do it on my own network on my own terms. Or if I was to do it on a network, I would say I would want everybody black. I want everybody black on my team. Like behind me, a lot of people see me as the face, style by Stevie. They see fashion, they see beauty, the glamour, all of these things. Yes, but I have a team of black women behind me. So the woman who's responsible for makeup, Melanie Allen, Bridges, my mom, my cousin Sherry. So I included family into those that are back behind me, supporting me as well too. Because I said, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to go all the way, I have to have a team of people behind me. And not just that, but I also have girlfriends who support as well too and give me little nuggets here and there. So I'm so thankful. It's all women. My team is all women.
Okay. So so that was my other question. So what makes you the person you are today?
Mm, God, getting up every morning, God, because there are days when I do not feel like getting up to do this because I do this platform Monday through Friday every day, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, how do you stay so consistent with it?" But God, because there are days when I do not feel like getting up to do this platform, but I'm just like, I can't let my supporters down. I got to continue to keep doing this. I gotta keep going. And my mom would be like, "It'll be time to take a break." But sometimes we have to listen to our bodies and take a break. But that's that passion when you have that fire inside of you. Because she's a Libra, I'm a Scorpio. And Scorpios, we are driven. Like when we set our heart and our eye on something, we go after it full fledged. And I'm just like, I don't want to stop now. I'm on fire. Literally, I want to keep going. But she's like, you're going to get burnt out. And everybody keeps saying that. So I must say what keeps me going and what made me who I am today is my mom. My mom is responsible for the woman that y'all see today here hosting this
Mhm.
platform. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations again on that, though. So just keep on going with it. I mean, it's gonna get there. It's getting there, rather. So you meet you. I didn't seen. I didn't glance through some of your lives when I get a chance to, and I see like you met some people, and I'm like, okay, so I'm like, hey, this gonna be it. This because you the first person I really like I spoken with, like did a interview with or whatever the case may be, but and it's like I was really like avoiding all that stuff. I'm like, I ain't got too much for you, you know. So, but I'm like, no,
Mhm.
maybe it ain't what I got is what people want to hear. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let them have it unless you get it. And so
And
yeah,
that you did. You did. And what you share with me is real. It can help other people as well, too, because there are people who want to get into this business. And even as it pertains to your flyer, you remember what you said? Oh, this ain't me. This ain't me.
oh
I,
yeah,
when I do my interviews with people, I want people to be authentic. And because
yeah,
you're sharing bits and pieces of yourself, and I say this all the time to my guests, I say, yes, I'm in the pilot seat. I'm driving that ship. But when it's your time to tell your story, you take control over the wheel, and I'll get in
yeah,
the passenger side. And we
yeah,
rotate vice versa because it's your
yeah.
story, and your
Yes, sir.
authenticity can help people along the way.
Yeah, well. So I always try to give people words of encouragement. You know, don't let your so called friends talk you out of your new life, because at the end of the day you're gonna wake up and look, because you listen to them, you're gonna be one of them shoulda coulda persons, like, and that's one person I wasn't gonna be. I shouldn't have listened to you. I could have been over here, but no, I'm gonna be where I need to be. So yeah, don't be a shoulda coulda person. So yeah.
Absolutely. And that concludes the final thought because I was going to ask you what gems or words of encouragement would you give to people who are looking to follow their dreams, follow their desires, follow their goals, go after what
Yeah.
sets their soul on fire?
Just don't be a shoulda coulda person. Don't listen. Don't take none of that stuff. People yelling, you can't do this. You too. All all the negative stuff. Just let them talk and walk off. Don't ever let somebody control your life with their words, because that will mess you up. That does happen when a person could say something to you and it'll mess your life up. No, because you took that in. You took that into the heart. Like, you right. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be trying. No, you should be doing. You should be trying to get away from this person because this person don't got no goals. So yeah, don't be that person.
And I'm going to go back to Waddell's question, today's final thought, when he asked me, what made you become the person that you are today? That is today's final thought, actually. And it comes from E.E. Cummins. And E.E. Cummins says, it takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Overcoming obstacles, overcoming fear can be scary for each and every one of us, but never let fear be an obstacle in your way and hinder you from your greatness because you are perfectly. We are all made in God's divine image. And my mother told me that one day. She said, we are all made in God's likeness and in his image, and we all are divine in our own way, in his will. So if you got a purpose, go for it. If you have a
Mhm.
vision, go for it. I create vision boards. And I must say, I did mine back last year in 2024, and I'm checking it off. One of the words that I put on my vision board was power. And I said, I've got it. It's in me. Each and every one of us, we have something that makes us powerful, that has us unique. And I know in a time where everybody's feeling despair, people are feeling fear, we are fearing the uncertainty. Trust me, it is so worth it. So start that business, start that restaurant if you want to. Do your
Mhm.
research. There's so many businesses that will be able, classes and courses that you can take out here that will help you. There's people out here that will be able to mentor you as well too. And I didn't have any sort of training for this. People have taught me along the way. They've taught me
Mm-hmm.
along the way. So me hosting just comes naturally because it's just like you're having a conversation with a best friend. You're having a conversation with a classmate. I like it to have that organic feeling. Every one of
Mm-hmm.
my interviews, I want it to be some of the comments that I've gotten back from some of the guests is that you made me feel comfortable. I feel safe with you. I love talking to you. I love venting with you. And I just let my guests go. I let them take the floor. You got it. And then I'll chime in and I'll add bits and pieces of my story. That's what
Right.
we all have to do. Don't let anybody finish the chapter for you. You are the author, you are the editor, and you are the writer of your journey and your destination. No one can take that away from you because you
Absolutely right.
have the pen in your hands. So that's what I want to close the show off with. And again, find out who you are originally. It takes courage to build up confidence in each and
Mm-hmm.
every one of us, whether you may be an actor, whether you may be a director, whether you may be a model, whatever. It is all about having a certain level of confidence. And did I get mine overnight? No. It was a process. Because
Mm-hmm.
just like you, I was shy myself. Waddell, I was kind of shy myself, kind of scared to speak out. But
Mm-hmm.
I must say, with structure, with discipline, you will get to that point in your life where you need to be. It's all in His timing. It all
Yeah.
fall in line.
Exactly. You're right. So
So
yeah.
I wanted to close the show off with that. It was such an amazing time chatting with you, and I would love
Yeah.
to bring you back on again. Um,
Yeah. Well, that'll work. Um, I guess probably once I finish this new project, I can talk about it more. But I hopefully by the time I come back, I have about 4, 5 in. I probably had a Tyler Perry situation. That's what I'm going
it's
for.
coming. You
So
will
yeah,
have it. You will have it. You have to
yeah,
speak it. It will happen. So
yeah.
before we let you go, where can everyone follow you and check you out?
Well, they can follow me here. I mean, Facebook is that's the name up there. So I can't. I had to put my name so that these people be able to find me. So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, The Real Waddell, or if you want entertainment, you can go to Cash Me Out ENT 6753 at Instagram, and there you go. Cause I did talk to I had before I go. Yeah, I forgot to mention this, but I ran across 50. And I was talking to him like, man, you doing a lot of stuff in my city, but I ain't part of the show, man. I'm just messing with him though. Well, I had gave my little information and gave my people contact information, my agent and stuff. I'm like, man, just get over my people so we can have some fun, man. That's all. But I don't know. We're gonna see how that work out too.
It'll come in line. You never know because you could be standing right there on the road, going where you're going, and you get an email. I've literally had guests do that. It was one real quick before we go. One of my guests that I did an interview back with, and this was during the pandemic. He
Mm,
manifested that something was going to happen, and this is when the Wu Tang series came into there.
mm,
Okay, he was just like, Miss Stevie, I'm going to be a part of something big. I'm gonna be a part of something that involves one of the major hip hop groups in America. And he kind of, I couldn't put two to two together until I seen the commercial. I said, "Oh, this is the project that he couldn't tell me about," and he manifested it right here. He's working on the project, and it was the Wu Tang Saga. So it's all about the power of manifestation and putting it out there. It's going to happen.
mm-hmm. You gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it
Yes,
happen.
yes,
So,
absolutely. So thank you. I had an amazing time and I would love to chat with you again. We will keep in touch. This won't be the last because I'm going to bring you back once
all
this
right.
project is complete.
Yeah,
And
I'll
again,
keep you updated.
definitely. And make sure you guys please go and follow Waddell. Check him out. Um, Make sure you also go and vote for your favorite look of the week. It was 5 different looks. They are up right now. Joining me Monday, we have Kevin Leroy. Keep safe, everyone. Thank you, Rizzy. Thank you, baby. You guys missed a great show today. And it will be up so you guys can go and head on over to YouTube, Style by Stevie Daytime, and subscribe and check the interview from beginning to end. And I
Yeah.
love you all. Y'all have a safe and fabulous weekend. And make sure that you're spending time with your loved ones and focusing on purpose and intention. I want you all to be intentional about doing something. Get out. If you want to start a garden, start that garden. If you want to start a business, start that business. If you want to start reading books, educate your mind, strengthen your mind, do so. That would be my advice to anybody. Now is the time for it to all come to fruition. I love you, and I want you all to be safe and just be amazing and in your purpose. Till next time, Fashion Dolls. Take care, everybody.
All right.